Yes. Now to another Shannon. Fox News anchor Shannon Bream with Fox News Sunday joins me now. Good morning to you.
Good to see you, Brandon.
All right, so what's the word on the street there in Washington regarding this battle between our governor and the Biden administration?
Well, I talked to some Border Patrol folks yesterday. I'm sure you guys do all the time, too. And they said to me they cannot see that there would be a physical confrontation or showdown between them and state law enforcement. They say they have a lot of respect for each other. They're all trying to do the same thing, which is to shut down the mass influx at the border. Now, they did say to me, we both have separate sets of superiors that we've got to listen to, and we both understand that. So we're going to try to get this done as, calmly as we can. But they understand that sometimes at some point those orders may be in conflict.
All right, let's talk about the other issue this morning. The United Nations top court issued a ruling this morning that it did not order Israel to stop its offensive in Gaza, but it did express concern about the conflict there, Shannon, that really doesn't show any signs of letting up.
Yeah, and there's a lot of international pressure growing on Israel to scale back what they're doing in Gaza. They said that they have been surgical about where they're striking, but there are tens of thousands of civilian deaths, we believe, in Gaza. So there is that growing international pressure. But what they've been accused of in that international court was genocide. And Israel had come forward to say, hey, listen, the Geneva Convention was about genocide in the context of the Holocaust by the Nazis. That is not what we're doing. They showed videos, some of them very disturbing, about what happened on October 7th and said, this is what we're fighting back against. So the pressure is going to be there for them to make that as confined as possible to the targets they need to hit. And the question now becomes also, is there any growing daylight between our president and Israel's prime minister, as many more voices in the U.S. are trying to pressure Israel towards a two-state solution, which they say would really essentially wipe them out.
Well, and I imagine that this is what you'll be talking about with Representative Michael McCaul Sunday.
We will. We're going to talk to him all about the border situation, but because he chairs the House Foreign Affairs Committee, a lot of foreign policy as well. We'll also have NATO's Secretary General to talk to us about all of these hotspots around the globe. And Sweden on the cusp of getting into NATO. How critical is that given Russia's continued march on Ukraine?
All right, looking forward to it. Shannon, thanks.